Welcome back. Today's video, we are doing an in-depth video on my go-to makeup look. So what I mean when I say that is when you see me somewhere in a photo, Instagram stories, in a video, when I'm already have my makeup done, this is a look that I'm wearing. I basically wear the same exact look all the time. That's just who I am as a person. I know what looks good on me and I don't really stray too far from that. But you guys always ask for these looks. So I am here to deliver that to you guys today. So I personally always start with my face. So we're gonna get started. And the first product of this video is new. I showed this in my Sephora VIB sale haul and I am obsessed. This is the DIOR Backstage Face and Body Primer. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say RIP to every other primer that I own, because they're never gonna see the light of day again. They're getting buried in a drawer because this is everything I've ever wanted in a primer. So we're just gonna start it off with that. It makes your skin look basically poreless, makes your makeup last. It's not too hydrating, not too mattifying. It's just everything I've ever wanted in a primer. So I'm going to apply it just like this. It has a similar scent to the DIOR Backstage foundation, by the way. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but already my skin is just looking more flawless and I haven't even done anything yet to it. So the biggest thing is obviously my body, my arms are not the same color as my face. So we're gonna even that out. This is the foundation I'm going to be using today. I have been raving about this. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I really just love this. It has a pump. It is radiant, it's long wearing, and it doesn't feel heavy. The coverage is pretty good also. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. And I usually just squirt it onto my face like I'm doing here. So just like that. And then I take my foundation brush that has not been washed recently, so, you know. And then I'm gonna start blending it. This is not the foundation brush that I wanted to use. Ah, no, this is the one that I wanted to use. This one has been washed more recently. Not like that recently, but don't judge me for my lack of brush washing, because I know I'm not the only one who's as terrible about it as me. So next, I'm gonna go in with my favorite concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way, and we are just going to apply it right there. And as an eyelid primer also, this is not a new product or a new step, but I just like it. And this color is Natural Beige. Then I take my beauty sponge. This is from Tarte, I believe. And then we blend. So again, this is not like anything new or crazy, but I wanted to show you guys an updated routine with the current products that I use. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my favorite setting powder. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about this, but it is so good. And all of you that have purchased this off my recommendation, so far I haven't heard any negative things. Like so far everyone's like, oh my god, this powder though. So that is a good sign. So I'm actually just going to take my sponge and I'm just going to set that. And I feel like doing it with a sponge sometimes helps it look less powdery. Not that this is like a cakey powder by any means, but I just mean like any powder, if you apply it with like a damp sponge, it's gonna look more natural. And if you know me, I'm not a baker really, so I'm just going to set all the concealer areas So then I just take a big fluffy brush, and without too much product, I just kind of go like this and like dab it on all over. Just enough to set it in place so it doesn't slide around when I'm applying my other products. So then next up, I have two bronzers that I have been loving recently. This first one is from COVERFX. This is their new monochromatic bronzer duo in the shade Sunkissed Bronze. So I really, really love this. So I'm first gonna take this bronzer. This is from Real Techniques, and I don't feel like you can get it anymore. I think it was like limited edition or something, but maybe they have a similar one. I don't know what's going on with Real Techniques, but every brush that I love from them, they like don't make anymore. So I'm getting irritated by it. So anyways, I'm using this to just bronze and kind of sculpt my face a little bit. I really like this bronzer though. I feel like it just looks so smooth and it blends nicely and it's not patchy or chalky or anything like that. And I put some body bronzer like on my chest to kind of like even it out because I don't know what's going on, but I keep getting like really red here. And I don't know if it's like anxiety or like stress or something. I don't know. I just keep getting really like red like splotches there. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but so if this area looks weird, it's because I have a body bronzer on and I don't normally do that. So then you totally don't need to do this, but I like to. I take a little bit of HOOLA Caramel and I'm just gonna add a little bit of this too, just so it makes it more golden. And I like that golden look. So this is like totally optional and I don't even really know if it does like a whole lot, but I just like it. So that's why I'm doing it. So then I take a third bronzer, and this is the one that I use to contour my nose. It's a little bit lighter than the COVERFX one, so that's why I'm using this, but sometimes I use this when I just don't feel like using a third bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose with this. Then I take this brush from e.l.f. It is just their contouring brush, and I just take it, kind of dot it off, and then I just like stamp it along the side. I've been doing that lately instead of like swiping, and I feel like it works better. So I do that a little bit at the end to kind of like shorten it and like lift it a little bit because I don't know, I have always hated my nose. I don't know what it is. I just feel like my nose doesn't look like other people's noses. Like my nose is like so like flat and it's like down, I don't know. It's just not the nose that I have always dreamt up. Okay, so then I do that and then I just take the sides and like do the sides to kind of like pinch it in. Not that I have like a big nose or anything like that, but I feel like my nose shape is so different than a lot of people. So next I'm gonna do my blush, and this is a new duo from JOUER, and this is their Cheeky Summer Blush Duo. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna be using this color here. So it has some shimmer in there, but it's not like too shimmery. And I just really like the color. It's very sun-kissed and pretty, and I like it. So I've been trying to make my cheeks look rounder. So I've been applying it more on the apples recently. Then we're gonna go back to the bronzer duo. We're gonna take this just on the same blush brush, the shimmer side of this, and I kind of just like sweep it across my forehead to enhance the bronze glow. And some days I don't apply like a separate highlighter, I'll just do this. But today we're gonna apply a separate one because this is a full-on video, so why not? Then I usually go back in with a pressed powder of some sort and just kind of press this underneath the eyes if I need more coverage, or I will blend out my nose a little bit, or like clean up under here just like a little bit. I don't always do that, but sometimes I do. And this is the JOUER Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. I really like this one. Then for my actual highlighter, this one has been one of my favorites recently, and this is from Bare Minerals. It's in the color Fierce, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to apply this just to really intensify. So I apply it there and then along my brow bone area, or like cheek area. What is that? The orbital bone? I don't even know. Just use my finger, put it in between my brows, and then at the tip, and then kind of just blend it. All right, so then we're gonna move on to the eyes, and I typically just take one of my bronzers and use that as my crease color, just to keep it all really, you know, monochromatic, cohesive. I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is, but you know what I mean, I think. So I just put this in my crease. I also put it on my lower lash. My favorite eyeshadow palette of the moment has been this one from NATASHA DENONA. This is the BIBA palette, and this is pricey, but it's so freaking good. Like, I probably would never need another eyeshadow palette after this because it just has like everything that I need. So basically what I do for every day is I just take this color here. It's called Shine. It's very pretty. It's very shiny. And I just take my finger and I just apply it, and it's so pretty. It doesn't make a huge mess or anything like that, and it gives you just the prettiest golden sparkle ever. Then I take this color here, it's called Monroe, and I put that on my inner corner. And it's just equally as pretty, but it's more of like a pinky champagne color. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade here called Cocoa, and that is going to just go like in the outer portion. And I meant to do this before I applied the shimmer, but I got distracted, so just do it before the shimmer so it goes on smoother. And then I kind of just like connect it to the lower part. Then I just take the color Prairie and I blend it out. Then next I do like a little like smudgy wing, and I just use a pencil eyeliner. My favorite currently is just this one from CoverGirl. It's the CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus. And I really like it because it doesn't like smudge or move around on you. And I also really like it because the end has this cool little sponge that I use to smudge and like do the wing. So I will show you how I do it. Some days it comes out better than others, but you know, that's just how wings go in general. So basically what I do is I just line like the outer half, and then I do this ugly little wing that does not look cute. Then I just take the smudgy side and I go like that. And then it just does a cute little smudgy wing for you. So it's easy. Sometimes it can take away like your foundation underneath. So what you can do is kind of just like dip this in powder first, which I didn't do, but you can just do that if you have a problem with it lifting off your foundation. And then what you can do is just take the other side of the sponge and blend like the top part of the liner. It's not perfect by any means, but it's quick, it's easy, and it gives me that little wingy shape that I like without any like stress or fuss. So I'm gonna go in with this new mascara that I got from the ILIA brand. I wanted to try more out from them, so I ordered this one and it is amazing. I was gonna order the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill after I got a sample, but I really like this, so I'm not even thinking about that. And this is a clean beauty product. And I don't know, I'll show you guys the brush. The brush is very interesting. So here's what it looks like. And it just has like so many different sides to it. So one side is just like regular, and then the other side is like a comb to like comb your lashes. Like it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a lot of this because I'm just like a big mascara person and I don't really wear false lashes too much anymore, so I just like to really apply a lot. So here's what the mascara looks like when it's all said and done. I am obsessed. It wears beautifully also. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I normally use this pencil. This is the CoverGirl ultra fine brow pencil, but I have nothing left. So my other favorite, and this is basically like a dupe for it, this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows. Next, I'm going to take some brow gel. This is just the Benefit Gimme Brow in 4.5. Just to brush them up a little bit. Then I'm going to take that brown eyeliner we used before, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my waterline, just in like the outer corner, because I like just the shape that it gives my eye. All right, so we're almost done, I promise you. Next, I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude Lip Liner. This is my favorite. I just love the color of it, and it lasts on my lips / skin all day. And then for the lip color itself, I've been loving these two. This is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in the shade Hippie Shake. And then this is the Wet n Wild Send Nudes. So I really like the formula of both of these. I will swatch them really quick since I'm not going to wear both. But I really like how they're like a liquid lipstick, but not a matte liquid lipstick, if you know what I mean. So there they are right there. Which one should I do, or should I mix them? I think I'm going to do the Bobbi Brown today. So that's what the Bobbi Brown looks like. It's kind of like a mauve-y pink. And then I guess we could just put a little bit of the Wet n Wild in the middle. Because honestly, I just always like mix all of my lip colors together. So I think that's pretty much it. Let me just take one final look. I think it looks pretty good. I'm just going to powder in my mouth creases. Then we're going to do some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay D-Slick. I don't feel like it's too much different than the all-nighter spray, but I do like it for, you know, keeping everything in place and preventing your face from getting like greasy or anything. Then I just curl my lashes one final time to get them extra lifted. And so that is my finished face. Let me take my hair down real quick. All right, so this is the final look. If I'm going anywhere, this is what I'm doing to my face.
Rapunzel, let down your hair. Oh my God, was my string hanging out the whole time? Why do we need these strings? We don't need them, you guys. Blah, blah. I'm going to murder this strap. Why have I not cut it out yet?